we are going to have email input, password input, and forgot password input. And then we are going to have, oh wait, sorry, we only need an email and a password input, I believe. Yeah, I don't think we need a forgot password input. Okay, so sorry. So we're going to use something called ng model, and we're going to set equal to email input. And you'll notice this is called email input, and this is called email input. And because we use ng model, our variable is going to automatically be updated to whatever our text box is at any given moment, and vice versa. So we're going to set this equal to password input. And to really show this off, I'm going to set email input equal to colon at, actually, you know what? I'm not going to put my email. But you'll see if we click login, it's going to by default be colon at. So basically this ng model is just linking this email input and password input to the email and password input variables so that we can use them programmatically. Oh, and I actually did forget an input. I knew I was forgetting something. We need something called nickname. And we're only going to use our nickname input if we're signing up. So if state equals sign up. And this is what's going to be displayed in the mini games, because we don't want to list people's emails next to their scores. So we're going to list their nicknames instead. And we're going to have this nickname input. Whoops. So then we just need to make sure we create that. Now we're going to have a function called submit. And then our ion button click is going to equal submit. Okay. So now we need to make sure that they've entered in valid information. So we're always going to be checking the email no matter what, whether it's sign up, login, or forgot password. So we don't need to specify the state here. We just need to check if our email is valid. So we're going to go onto Google and type in Javascript validate email. And you'll notice this is purple. I've already clicked this. So this person just has this function. We're going to copy it. I wouldn't be able to necessarily explain it very well if I tried. We're going to get rid of the word function because we're using TypeScript, not JavaScript, so it just operates a little bit differently. And now we can simply say, where's our submit here? If not validate email, this dot email input, then we're going to console.log invalid email. And for reference, putting not just says if this equals false. So to make it less confusing, we can actually just get rid of the exclamation mark and type in equals equals false. So what I did the first time was shorthand, and this is just to make it more obvious what's going on. So if our email is not valid, console.log invalid email. So if I open our console and I click login and I click submit, it's going to say invalid email. If I type in test@hotmail.com and click submit, we're not going to get that invalid email because it is a valid email. If I type in that, it'll say invalid email. So you get the point. However, we're going to have a function called present toast, and a toast is just a little mini pop-up. You'll understand what it is in a second. And in our constructor, we're going to type in public toast controller : toast controller, and then it'll say auto import from Ionic. Click enter, and you're going to automatically get this import up top. If you didn't get it, just copy that in there, and then we'll go down to our present toast function, and we are going to say const toast equals await.toastController dot create bracket curly bracket enter. Now you'll notice that this looks similar to how we popped up our modal, so we need to use async to pop up the toast. Oh, whoops, we're supposed to await space this.toastController, and we're going to send in a message variable and a color variable. So we're going to set message, our toast's message, equal to, let's just call this my message instead, and my color, so it's very obvious what variables we're using. So we're going to set our toast's message to my message. We're going to set its duration to 5,000 milliseconds, which is 5 seconds, and then its color to my color. And then we're going to call toast.present. So now, instead of having this console.log for invalid email, we can call this.presentToast and send in, please enter a valid email, and then comma, we're going to send in another parameter called myColor, and we're just going to set it equal to danger, which will make it red. So now if we refresh the page and click login and click submit, you're going to see please enter a valid email. Now Ionic has its own color scheme, so like if you change this to primary, it would give us the exact same color as the button. There's a few more, like there's success, which makes it green. So next we're going to validate our password, and we don't want to validate our password if we're doing forgot password, because then we're only typing in our email. So we're going to say if this.state does not equal forgot password and this.password input dot length is less than 8, then we're going to say this.present toast password must be at least 8 characters, and then we're going to send in danger as well. And then we're going to say if this.state equals sign up and this.nickname input equals empty string, this.present toast, please enter a nickname, and then we're going to send in danger as the color. Oh, and we want to return after all of these. So basically stop the function right there. We don't want to continue. Okay, so that handles validation. So I'm going to add a comment, start of validation, and then end of validation. So then we're going to say if this.state equals login, then console.log do login stuff, else if this.state equals sign up, then console.log do sign up stuff, and then else if this.state equals forgot password, console.log do forgot password stuff. Alright, so the next part that we're about to get into is going to get a little bit complicated. So we're going to refresh our page and make sure everything's working. So if we click submit, it's going to say please enter a valid email. If we click submit again, cannot read property length of undefined. Oh yeah, so I want to go over this. Right now, our password input is set to null. Our email input, however, is set to an empty string. So this is good practice. If something's supposed to be empty, set it to an empty string. So now if we refresh our page again, we click login and we'll type in test@hotmail.com and then click submit. Password must be at least 8 characters. So I'm just going to type in a bunch of characters and then it's going to say do login stuff. If we click click here to sign up, then okay, we are actually going to have 3 things on there at the same time. So that means we're going to need to adjust this a little bit so that everything fits. There's a little bit of space up here that we can get rid of. For our header text, we can set margin dash top to equal 0. So we're going to do that. Header text margin dash top is 0. Now we'll click login and then sign up. And then we'll enter in test@hotmail.com, random password, submit. It's going to say please enter a nickname, so that works. And then if we click forgot your password, it's gonna do the exact same. Oh, so we don't actually want to display our password under forgot password because we don't know what it is. Okay, so our password, we're going to say ng if equals state does not equal forgot password. And then we're also going to set our type to equal password. And this is going to make our password text have those dots instead of normal text. Okay, so it looks like we're ready to start sending this information to the database.